So this is the first part of our physical examination to discern what type of foot orthotic you'll need. So we always start with an orthopedic exam, and so I've got my patient here, and we want to just start off by looking at the calluses on the foot. So usually what you'll see is different patterns over the big toe, on the outside part, or even other little toes. And so here with this patient, we can kind of see a little bit of callus pattern here, so we can kind of postulate where they're putting a lot of their stress and strain on their feet. From here, we also want to just check the flexibility of the big toe, the other toes, the ankle joint itself, and even this little back part by the heel called the rear foot. We also want to see if that moves, because those are the key components of the foot, and we want to make sure that they're all functioning. From here, we can also check, the flexibility of the knee joint, any strength that we may have, strength deficits we might have in the hip, knee, and quad area. Then also you want to check, the range of motion that we might see in the patient's hip. So, because believe it or not, everything up above the foot can impact the foot and vice versa. So we always want to start off with a physical exam on the table. So from here, we're going to go out to the gym area, and I'm going to show you how we assess the foot from a functional standpoint. All right, so this is the next stage of our examination. So from here, we're just going to look at the arch height, and as you can see here, we just want to look and see how well the arches are formed from the back. And then from here, he's just going to walk. So go ahead, Dr. Jonathan, go ahead and walk forward for me. And from here, we're just looking at how his foot and gait pattern works. And as you can see, he's got a little bit of a toeing out. So now we're going to go ahead and do a slow-mo video so you can see that a little bit better. So this part, we're just checking the look for functional tests, and we want to see how the foot connected to the hip and knee, how it functions as a unit. So Dr. Jonathan, go ahead and do our test for us. So this is a test we use just to see the flexibility of the ankle from a functional standpoint. And then from here, he's going to go side to side, where we're just really looking at how well that arch can collapse and open up. And then from here, we kind of try to isolate out the different ankle and hip. We'll have them go on one leg and do different excursion tests where he'll reach forward, and you want to kind of see again how the ankle, the hip, and the knee are kind of functioning together. And in this one, he's really trying to get his arch to collapse. So sometimes patients' feet can't collapse. So if we see that, then we would probably think they need an orthotic. And then the opposite here is we're going to go ahead, Jonathan, why don't you show him our rotational one there. We want to see when he swings his arm or his leg around like that, how his left arch opens up. And so if someone's arch doesn't open up in this case, then we're probably thinking that they need an orthotic because their foot can't reopen. So these are just some of the few tests that we use at Back in Motion to discern, what type of foot orthotic that you might need, and et cetera.